Hey, it's Cooley19 here, and it took me a minute to do the review for Arc Raiders, mainly because I've been playing it. Also, just a mix of school. So, in between dedicating my hours between school, work, Arc Raiders, I honestly just kind of slagged behind on this, but let's get right into it, guys. Arc Raiders, the brand new Extraction PvPvE shooter that is out and has the world going absolutely crazy. Now, for someone such as me and probably other people who actually got to participate in any of the tech tests before the server slam, we knew this was special. We knew that this was going to change the game. We knew this was going to change the world. Quite literally after the tech test, this music literally just played into my mind over and over and over for what seemed like months because it just felt like something was missing. Something was missing in my catalog of games that I play on my ROG LIX and the Xbox Series S that I have, and it was Arc Raiders. One of my favorite aspects about Arc Raiders is that it keeps you on your toes in all of the experiences that it provides. The PvE, the PvP, the looting aspect, the quest. And not only that, but the community absolutely make up this game. Like, I love how, hey man, you might run into a good raider, you might run into a bad raider, you might run into a raider who's taking down a bastion, you help them out, now you guys are sharing that loot. It just depends, again, on the actual interaction that you have, which can vary between multiple things. Now, I understand there are some people out there that don't like the PvP aspect, but no offense, I really think that that aspect of the game creates more experiences than it would not if the game was just like Helldivers 2. I don't want that at all. And no offense, but if you don't like that aspect of Arc Raiders, you kind of just gotta deal with it. Because in my personal opinion, the community is amazing. Sometimes I get in there, especially if I'm in a solo lobby, no one's really coming after each other. Typically, if there is one guy who's just going haywire, the entire lobby aims out that guy and then makes sure that he pays for what he's doing. Now, if you're in trios, it's KOS, kill on sight. I mean, you are rocking two other teammates with you, and you guys probably have some pretty good loot, and the communication between you all can definitely be very powerful. So I can understand why you play trios. You're probably going to run into some issues. If you don't play trios, you run solo. Hey man, you're probably going to run into a lot of friendlies who are just trying to accomplish quests, accomplish missions, make sure that they get certain items for their workbenches or gun bench, whatever the case may be. And I think that that's what I like most about Arc Raiders is that the experience can vary literally depending on which server you get smacked into. And I personally like that. Have I died at the hands of some guy who's being overly nice and shoots me in the back? Yeah. Did I get a little irritated by that? Yeah, we're all freaking humans, but that doesn't mean that the entire game needs to change because this small portion of the game that you've experienced with players who are toxic. I mean, I highly doubt, especially if you've played as much as I have, highly doubt you're experiencing that over and over and over. If that's the case, you might just be used to running solo queue, not being friendly yourself, and then you're running into people who don't trust you because you just refuse to plug in your mic or go into the proximity chat, and which that's something you have to deal with. But as far as me personally, and that's someone who plays through Steam, I don't run into that issue. I really like that aspect. Speaking of, we have tons of loot that all play into each other when it comes to what you're obtaining while you're actually in the game, and then what you can actually use to upgrade your items, upgrade your workbenches, and or further your quest. And then you have multiple traders that can pretty much provide any resource that you may need before you go topside. And that's something that I love. They could do a little bit better on the skill tree. I do feel that a game that's this, it's not intricate per se, but it does have its intricacies. And I do feel that the skill tree should be more rewarding, especially in certain aspects. Conditioning, I don't have many points in there at all. I have tons of points in mobility, and then I have my secondary most points in survivability, or survival. So that's what I do feel. Also, respecking. If you've played Path of Exile 2, you know how important respecking is. You understand that if you put a node or any points on a node that just doesn't correlate to your character, you kind of break it. So I do feel that our creators should add that into the game. But overall, if you haven't played Arc Raiders, if you haven't invested the time and or the money, which is it's $40. It's exactly why I bought the $60 version. You mean to tell me in 2025 we can get a title such as this for $40? It's almost too good to be true, and that's something that I will stand on. So all those people who might be Tarkov players, I never played that game, but I know how it can be when you're really writing hard for a franchise. Something new comes out, new, shiny, and then you've been writing for this one franchise for years, and so you're just kind of going gung-ho about the experiences that you see online without actually experiencing it yourself. So my personal opinion, if you haven't, go ahead, get Arc Raiders, bro. I mean, the player count is steadily growing, and I'd rather you be a part of it than be one of those people harping online about the experience and you haven't even had the chance to play it yourself. That's just the overall review of Arc Raiders and my personal opinion on the game. I will be doing more videos. I will be doing more intricate videos on my build and things of that nature. So hopefully I can help those who might just need a little extra help and or just seeing how someone different plays the video game of Arc Raiders. I love you guys. I thank you guys. And I am going to see you topside. Get ready, Raiders.